welcome to Occasionally Posh, where we discuss life, laughs, and shenanigans. I'm your girl, Chastity B.
And I am the angelic Denise.
Girl, bad.
Welcome. I don't know what she's talking about. Thanks for joining our podcast. This is episode 7. Yeah. Had to think about it. This is episode 7. So thanks so much for everyone who has tuned in, who has support, who has listened, who has shared, who has liked, who has commented, who has gave us feedback, so on and so forth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Share. Please share our page. Please join all of our pages. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. And we're also have all of our audios on most audio platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, so on and so forth. So please go subscribe, like, and share. All right. So for our first segment, we're going to go into foreplay. And Chastity, what do you have?
So I'm going to do something different this week. It's not going to be a this or that. Well, it kind of is a this or that. All right. So it's a question. So do you wear a pocketbook or do you tote a pocketbook?
Tote a pocketbook? You don't really wear it because it doesn't stay attached, right?
That's what I think too. I always say carry or tote. But then I hear a lot of people say wear. So then I was like, well, who is right?
Right. To me, when you wear something, you wear it like your shirt. You wear it all day, or you wear it as a part of your outfit. A pocketbook is not really a part of your outfit, because unless you just one of them rich, sedity, or really high floozy folks, you carry the same pocketbook for a while. If you one of those who change your pocketbook with every outfit, then maybe I could see wear. Maybe. But is that too technical?
I don't know. I don't know. Y'all let us know, because it might be north thing, south thing, west coast. It might be something like that. I don't know.
Right.
But I always hear, most of the time I hear tote, but then every once in a while I hear somebody say wear. So then I was just a little confused.
I say carry. I don't say neither one. So I carry.
Yeah, carry.
Makes sense to me. But yeah, y'all let us know. So my son came up to me. He loves to play Would You Rather games. And his question was, would you rather have no one at your wedding or no one at your funeral? What you think, Chaz?
I'm going to say funeral. Only because I want to be cremated and I want my ashes to just flow with the wind. So I don't want to have a funeral. So
same. I said I want to have a celebration of life. You just cremate myself, put my nice picture up there, and have a party. Don't be looking over my body, my dead, lifeless body. I don't want that. Right. That ain't me no more anyway. That's just a case. It ain't really got no contents on the inside no more. So
right.
Yeah. I think I agree. I'd rather have a lot of people at my wedding and not people at my funeral, because number one, I don't want you to see me like that. And number two, I ain't gonna know if you ain't there anyway, so it don't really matter. I don't think you just automatically die and be looking over your people. So just
you're like, you know what? I don't see Barbara down there.
Right.
I just knew that Barbara would be here. Why is Barbara not at this funeral?
Exactly.
I'm up there drinking wine and eating cheese with Jesus. You think I care who at the wedding? I mean, at the funeral.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, funerals are for the people. It's not really for the person who died.
Right.
At least the wedding is for you most of the time.
Right.
But yeah, at least it is for you. Right. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. I think I'd rather have people not at my funeral. I'm out anyway. All right, so for the next segment, we're gonna go into our what's happening. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, my fireworks are so terrible. I don't even know why I keep trying them. So there is a Kool-Aid story, and Chaz, I'm gonna let you have the pleasure of telling them about the Kool-Aid story.
All right. So, well, I mean, I ain't even gonna say what state they from. Y'all just gonna know
They from
because it's
Florida.
the.
They ain't from here. Sorry, cute that.
So, as Floridians usually do, Bradley Young faced grand theft and shoplifting charges after he went to Walmart to the self checkout and scanned Kool-Aid packets that runs up to be $24.44 for $994.13 worth of merchandise.
That's just terrible.
And then he
Mm.
also he had took a fan and something else. I don't see it now. But he
Oh,
took
it was a
something,
motorized scooter, I think.
yeah, and returned it and got his and got some of the
Oh,
money back.
oh yeah, no, I don't remember that. But yeah, he returned some things and got some money back. Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, have y'all ever thought about ringing up a Kool-Aid pack for merchandise? See, I'm not a criminal because I'm not smart enough to figure that stuff out. First of all, I'm way too paranoid. So I be thinking somebody looking at me the whole time, which they were looking at him the whole time. So that's why he got caught. Which I'm trying to figure out why they let him keep ringing up the Kool-Aid pass. But anyway, we're not gonna go there.
Because you gotta actually you gotta actually do the transaction and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, it's not really theft.
That's why they always pounce you at the door.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, got you. Because me and my hubby was at some store, was it Raleigh or whatever, and the police had already been called. I guess the guy was like stuffing his pockets or something, or stuffing his bag. I don't know. And the police had already been called, but they was literally waiting at the door for him. And as soon as he hit the door, when I tell you they jumped on him like an animal in the wilderness. I was like, I ain't have to do him like that. Y'all have to do him like that. Of course, everybody out there recording talking about World Star, like World Star still exists. I don't know, but but yeah, how creative do you have to be to think, I'm gonna go to the Walmart or wherever he was, I can't remember,
It was Walmart.
ring up Kool-Aid packets for $900 worth of stuff. You could at least got a $5 item. No, you're gonna get a 24-cent item. And ring it up. No, goodwill, that stuff in your basket is more than $24. Come on now, you gotta make it a little bit more realistic.
Like, I could just see him there. It did say that he got a motorized scooter. Like, yeah.
Maybe he needed it for his grandma. Maybe he needed it. I don't know.
You just scan it. You pretend like you scanning a motorized scooter and a Kool-Aid pack go across.
I'm really surprised you can ring a motorized scooter up at the self-checkout.
Hey, you can do anything, get self-checkout.
See, that's why they're going to take it away, because people like him,
they
behave themselves.
Right. I'd be scared.
That part.
One time I had went to Walmart. I was walking in, and this man, he had a big screen TV and a basket full of meat. And I saw him coming from the back. And I said, he walking real fast. And as I was walking in, he was walking out. And then nobody catch him. There was nobody at the door, surprisingly. I was like, okay, I was the only person that saw that. I'm going to mind my business and keep moving.
Surprisingly, a lot of folks do that. I used to have this girl who hit me up all the time, talking about, you need some new merch. And I used to buy it from her until I found out how she was getting it. And that's exactly how she was doing. She was buying a TV or two and then like stuffing all the items or whatever else that was left in between the TVs. And then whenever she would go out the door, if they would stop her, they would look at the receipt and they would automatically assume that the TVs was the higher price thing. Mm-hmm. So even if they scanned it, they were scanning the TV against the receipt and it was working. And she was she was buying like $300 to $400 worth of stuff and coming out with like $1,000.
See, that's lit. I'm trying to be like that when I grow up.
I'm not.
No, look, one time, I was on Facebook Marketplace, right? And the boys had broke their TV. So I was like, I'm not buying no brand new TV. I'm going to see if I can find a used one on Marketplace. So I had found one. This guy was selling 2 TVs for $50. And he was like, I'll prove to you that they work or whatever. So I was like, that's fine. So I drive he gave me the address, and I get to the address, and it's a hotel. So then I was
First
like,
flag. No, hold on.
right,
That's second flag. Excuse me. That's
right,
second flag.
because it was already 2 TVs.
Right.
So I was like, well, I'm here, so I'm let me go see. So I got on the phone with somebody. I was like, I just want you to know where I'm at. So if I don't make it out, send the police here. So I go in, and then he's set up in the hotel room, and he sold me 2 TVs. So then I gave him the money, and I left or whatever, and I was headed home, and I thought about it, and I was like, did he steal those TVs from that hotel? And I
Wow. He sold you the hotel TVs. That's hilarious. How brave do you got to be living at the hotel you stealing from?
And I thought about it, I was like, why did that cross my mind whenever I was in there walking out with the TVs and putting them in my car? Look, I was scared for a couple of days. Every time
if the cops would have been pulling up right then, you would have been just coming out there all jolly with your TV. Oh, that'd have been bad. Oh, that's terrible. That's bad.
I ain't gonna say what hotel it was.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Was it in Sanford? Oh, okay. All right, so for the next story we have, it's a little interesting. It's about a Detroit woman that says she woke up to a pastor urinating on her during a flight. So supposedly this woman, I think her name is Alicia, she was just on, her and her friends had a good old time. They done turned up or whatnot. And they get on a plane, and of course everybody's super tired, so they go to sleep. So she was knocked out sleeping good. And next thing you know, she woke up. She said she felt so warm on her side. So something told her to wake up, and she woke up to the pastor peeing. I ain't even gonna say urinating, peeing on her during the flight. What would you do, Chaz, if you woke up to somebody peeing on you that you don't know?
My first initial reaction is gonna be
I think that's what she does. I think she said she woke up the whole like plane by screaming. Everybody like, ah! Yeah, I think that's what she did.
Yeah, I would have did that. And then it would have been scream, and then it probably would have been fight.
Yeah, mine would have probably been mine probably be screaming fight at the same time. Honey, he'd have been yanked. What the heck?
Then you risk that pee, get
that daggone reflex. I don't care. If I'm gonna be peed on, no. If I'm gonna be peed on, he gonna be hurting. Okay.
Look, but no, think about it though. He already got his weenie out, and you already sitting down, which means he's within proximity of your face, and you jack him up like that, and then his weenie hit the bottom of your lip.
Won't be the first weenie, but anyway, my first instinct gonna be honey. I'd have been like, what the world you doing? It wouldn't have said world, but I'd have been like, what the world you doing? It'd have been hurt, honey. What was interesting about it to me, though, was that they won't tell the pastor's name, but I guess they from Atlanta.
He's from North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's from North Carolina. She's from Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's from North Carolina from some church that's supposedly well known. So I would love to know who that is. But he's trying to say that it was a reaction of him taking a sleep aid, I think is what it said.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Really? I done took plenty of sleep aids. I ain't never woke up peed on nobody.
Even if it was a reaction, it could have y'all, my hair is making me angry. It's long about it. Even if it was a reaction, it very well could have possibly been a reaction. But if you are taking something new that you've never taken before, you don't need to do it on a flight by yourself or anywhere by yourself. You need to be at home whenever you first take it, so that you can see what your reaction is going to be to it.
Exactly.
So but I don't believe that it was a reaction.
I don't believe that worth a flip.
Sick fantasy. Right. You know how they be doing.
Don't y'all pastors know all these little church girls who do anything for you? You ain't got to do it on no plane. There's plenty of them little girls out there who want to be with a pastor so bad. I don't know why. Say,
hey, pastor. How you doing, pastor?
So do like the rest of the floozes. Well, Pastor, you do like the rest of the men with the floozies and look at the front row with the legs crossed. You find that girl you can pee on. You ain't got to pee on no stranger. You ain't got to do it. Find that girl that ain't got no stockings on. That's what the old lady think anyway. The old ladies at the church think anyway. Find a little girl that ain't got no stockings on.
I don't even know what the stockings are in the store.
Honey, not even a little bit. Stockings? Girl, bye. They hurt my thighs.
Yes.
They hard to get on. They uncomfortable. Ain't nobody got time. But you know the old ladies at the church think you ain't got no stockings on and no slip on. You a hoe.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna be a hoe. The Lord said, "Come as you are."
Right. Don't come naked. You all right. But now the girl is talking about. So after that happened, she had to ride the rest of the flight wet. She said, "You didn't have no clothes in your."
She might didn't do a carry-on.
My carry-on. No, I don't think I ever had clothes in my carry-on. But best believe I'd have found something in there. I'd have been going through the place. You got a shirt? You got a shirt?
Sir, can I borrow your boxers?
One of the flight attendant got a shirt, something. I'd have been in there. Somebody had something. If they didn't, the plane would have meant y'all need to take a pit stop.
Could you just imagine?
Sitting in that for the rest of the flight. And now she says she's so traumatized that she can't sleep or nothing. I don't know if it was. I don't know. Would it hurt me that bad that I wouldn't be? I don't sleep anyway, but I ain't really a good example. But would it hurt you that bad that you couldn't sleep?
No.
I don't think so. Maybe if I was trying to sleep in a public place, maybe.
But at home,
no, it wouldn't hurt me that bad. But yeah, I can't believe it. So for the next story, we're going to talk about this Texas man who murders wife when she says she wants a divorce. And we talked about that white man last week, but guess what? This one black. Chassie, we don't talk about it.
All right, so a husband and father of 3 in Texas is facing murder charges after he shot his wife 10 times because she wanted to leave him.
Not just 10 times, but she shot her 10 times in front of the kids.
Right.
So yeah, they look so happy on Facebook supposedly, but turns out that he cheated on her and she said, "Nah, I want a divorce." And now he shot and he killed her because she wanted to leave him. Which is terrible. It's terrible that you had to kill her in the first place. When you cheat on someone, you got to be able to accept the consequences of getting caught.
Exactly.
And then
it's okay. It's okay for people to leave you, and you. I mean, you can be upset about it, but you ain't got to. You don't own anybody. You can't make anybody stay with you. People are not property. And had you just let her go, she probably could have eventually forgave you.
Right.
You did it in front of the kids.
Right.
And then he posted on Facebook, it said, "Never got closure, but I'll walk away a winner regardless." How?
Right. Exactly. Because your butt about to either die, I don't know where he live at, if they do execution or not. But either your butt about to die or be in prison for the rest of your life. And you have just devastated and scarred those children for the rest of their life. Not only are they going to lose both of their parents, but you killed their mom in front of them. Like, that's just, I just can't fathom the fact that a human can get to that point of rage where you just don't care who you affected and what are you doing. I've never been that mad. I've been mad, but I ain't never been that mad.
Yeah, not that mad to want to. I mean, I probably threatened to kill somebody, but I ain't never done it. I don't want to do it. I don't want that on my conscience.
No, and it ain't worth it. It's only going to satisfy you for the moment, but it's not really going to fix the problem. If she was going to divorce you, you was going to be without her. So what was killing changing?
Still without her.
Like, that's changing nothing. Now you're going to be without her, you're going to be in a prison. So what was the difference? Like,
and without your kids, because he probably was like, "You ain't going to take my kids away from me." But now you still can't see your kids, you sick bastard.
Right. I just don't understand. Like, it's almost like you got like three parts of the world. Like, you got the one who says they're gonna divorce really easily, and then they just going about their ways and don't care. Then you got the ones who get so crazy enough that they gonna kill or threaten or murder or whatever the case may be. And then you got the few in the middle who just won't get divorced because of these two on each end. Like, it's a crazy world we live in for real. Like, it's got to be a better way.
Seek therapy,
Please.
people.
Please. People was just so distraught too because they look so happy on Facebook. Please, but do not let social media fool you.
And then people also, like, don't let social media fool you, as far as like me looking at somebody's picture and be like, oh my gosh, they look like the happy couple. Couples also need to stop putting on the facade that they are happy. Be miserable. If you're miserable, be miserable. You are not, it's not helping anybody else.
I mean, for the couples who kind of like just overpost things, I can see that. But sometimes it's just life. You're gonna get posted on social media. Like, you can't just be like, oh no, we ain't happy, get off me. And
I
post
mean,
like
I ain't saying you got to do all of that, but you know how some people
yeah.
like they post all the
All the
time,
time.
and you constantly see like love hubby, love wifey, and all this kind of stuff, and you be like,
Right.
y'all, you be posting like 76 pictures a day, and you,
Yeah, that's too
child,
much. And it looked like that may have been the case. I didn't really look at their pages to know, but they just posted a whole bunch of pictures of like him and her and the family, how they look so happy. And then it was some people who was even in the comments, they said talking about, oh, he would never do that. They got the story wrong. And people who comment get on my
so who did it?
nerves.
Who did it?
They get on my nerves. You
Who
don't know
did it,
what's
people?
going on in these people's life for you to be commenting on them.
He
You wouldn't
would
be
never
saying that
do
if your butt were dead.
that. Or,
You wouldn't be
you wouldn't
saying
be able to
nothing.
say nothing.
But still, if it was your sister that died, or your mom, or your cousin, or your auntie, you wouldn't be saying it. You'd be like, burn them.
Right.
But you got the audacity to comment on somebody else's life. He obviously did it if they can be so blunt about the story. They ain't saying, he may have, or we suspect. They say he did it.
In front of the kids.
In
In
front of the
front of the children.
grandkids.
Just
It's
selfish.
just so sad. I just don't understand. All right, let's get out of that. So for the next, it's too sad to keep going. For the next story, we're gonna talk about. We have posted a couple times about how careful that you have to be when you're on Zoom. Zoom is the new meeting. It's the new world. It's the new get together. It's the new whatever. I mean, the other day I was watching something. They had a funeral over Zoom, which was a little weird. But Zoom is the new world. Don't look at me like that, but they did. They had like the urn in front of it and the picture of the person and all the family. Sorry, we're not. That's not the story we're going with.
It's not.
Zoom is the new world, so you got to be more careful. So supposedly, this really important guy who writes for the New York Post. And I think he's the guy who wrote like the book on O.J. Simpson's story that got turned into the series that they made.
Mm-hmm.
But his name is Jeffrey. I don't know if that's Tobin or Tubin, but that's his name. He also works for CNN too, so he got books. But he supposedly was in a meeting and he decided that he said he wanted to turn his video off. And while they were talking, he decided he wanted to masturbate during the meeting. The problem is he did not turn his camera off. And all of his meeting makes scene. They don't say what they seen, but they obviously seen enough to knew he was masturbating. But yeah, supposedly he said he turned his camera off and he went to go pull up a porno and was masturbating during the meeting and he got caught. So now they have him. I don't think they have technically fired him, but they
Yeah,
have
he's on
put him on
suspension.
suspension. So number one, do you think that's good enough reason to suspend or fire someone?
I'm kind of like, I'm neutral.
Okay.
Uh, why didn't you turn off your camera, dude?
Honey, I don't even be doing nothing over here. I literally be turning my camera on so I can take a drink or so I can scratch my head. I can blow my nose. You don't think I'm not gonna have my camera off to masturbate? Like, part of me wonder if he just meant to do it on purpose. Cause how do you not?
Yeah, because
Your
like
camera.
whenever you turn your camera off, it goes. Let me make sure it goes
Right,
black, don't
yeah,
it?
it goes to like your
Okay,
name
yeah,
or your picture, right? So
and it
you
makes you more
didn't
crazy.
make sure that. I mean, I guess if when the person is sharing their screen, sometimes you do have to go to the little box on the side to make sure. Excuse me. But even then, when you turn your video off, an X goes over the camera. So you didn't make sure the X was there.
Before you was doing all that, that's just.
Hmm. I just don't understand.
I don't.
So
Mm,
yeah,
I think you think you're gonna get fired.
I think so. Cause in his background, it's not really a lot of research on it, but I was doing a little bit of research, and it turns out that he's actually a perv. Like he supposedly cheats on his wife all the time. They've been together since college, but he supposedly cheats on her all the time. And then he actually got a girl pregnant from one of his cheating. And I want to say they said the girlfriend, or not a girlfriend, but like a side, whatever, pregnant. And I want to say that friend is his daughter's friend. So like you just seen her when she was over there visiting your daughter and said, I need to get that. So she slept with her, got her pregnant, and then he tried to deny the baby, had to get a DNA test and try to blame it on somebody. I mean, he got a lot of scandals behind him. It's hard to find because, people with money, they know how to bury stuff.
Right.
But with all of that knowledge, knowing how perverted he is and how he is about women and how he cheating, I think
Probably so.
that's probably the icing on the cake.
But my thing is like, how did he even get this far? How did you? You done all that. You got all this in your past that I'm pretty sure that the big wigs know about. We don't know about it because we ain't rich enough to know about it.
Right.
But all those rich people know about it. So how did you even get this far to that position that you're in? It's child, the ghetto, the rich white ghetto. Y'all get on my nerves.
What was kind of funny about it is that, he wrote that story about O.J. Simpson. So O.J. Simpson said, oh, snap, let me jump on this story. Please go sit down, O.J. Don't nobody want to hear from you. It says O.J. Simpson tweeted, damn, Jeffrey Tobin, at least Pee Wee Herman was in an X-rated movie theater. And he quote, so I didn't even know this, but Pee Wee Herman got like slaughtered back in the day. Not slaughtered, but messed up back in the day because he supposedly was in an X-ray movie theater and was masturbating. Mm-hmm. That's why he ain't popular more. I didn't even know that.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
He was young.
Yeah, but long story short, you got to do better. You got to be more careful. Let that been a black man who done that. He already been fired.
Because they would have been mad. You see how big Jerome?
Did you see that shadow that came up on the camera?
Somebody's like, Jerome, we can see you.
They'd be like, Shadana, hold up, I need a minute.
We can see you, Jerome.
If I would have been on there and he would have pulled out, I'd probably been laughing. They'd be like, Shadana, what you think about it? I'd have been rolling. You hear me? Rolling. I'll be
back in that
done.
chicken, put it up.
Don't nobody want to see that little nugget. Don't nobody want to see that. Yeah, it's just a shame that people like him in power with money can just get so far, and then he do something like this and it's a shock. Like, it was a long time coming. Right. That's like all those stories you hear about people who molested or harassed folks so long in their business, or people who have actually raped folks and it's got swept under the rug. I just don't understand. Like, what kind of woman do you have to be to let it get swept under the rug? Trust and believe that happened to me. Everybody gonna know.
Money. Money makes the world go round.
Ain't enough money in the world.
I mean, it ain't enough money in the world for me either, because I'm a shout out from the mountaintop.
Right.
But a lot of people, they will be quiet. Look how long Bill went. He was paying people off. I mean, like, all of them, they pay people off to be quiet. And a lot of the times, those people, they come from struggling families. They done struggled all their life. And this is like the jackpot to get mama and daddy a bigger house, get them out of this house that they raised all of us in and all this kind of stuff. I get it, but I don't get it. Mm-hmm. Women need to stop selling themselves short, because it's not fair. And these men keep getting away with all this stuff that they get away with. And then now in 2020, men are starting to get held accountable for their actions, but it shouldn't have took this long. They should have been held accountable.
Please have enough value and worth and self-esteem and knowledge to know that you are worth more than how people treat you. Mm-hmm. Like, it ain't enough money in the world that would make me just not get justice for being done wrong. And my family is not going to care about getting money from that. So if you gave your family a chance, they're not going to say, oh yeah, we need this money, shut up. Mm-hmm. I ain't going to say every family, because there's probably some families out there that would. Right. But at least give them a chance to be like, no, you are worth more than that. And just do what you got to do. Don't let men treat you like anything, and vice versa. There's some women out there who doing it to men. Don't let nobody gauge your self-worth.
Exactly. Exactly. You is smart. You is beautiful. You is kind.
That's right. You is intelligent. Even if you only got a D average, you smart, girl.
You smarter than that person that got an F.
That's right. Some people never graduated. Okay. So for the next segment, we got one gotta go. So delete one. Are you deleting sex? $6 million.
600.
Or 600 million. Excuse me, that's even worse. Or your cousins. Chassie, I'm gonna let you go first.
Why I go first?
Cause I don't know. So which one would you keep first? That didn't help none, did it? Which one would you keep?
You just made it so hard, because I was just gonna delete one.
You know I gotta make it hard for you.
I know, you know, changed up the game. You know, I'm gonna keep sex.
I want to say that's my option as well, but that 600 million looking pretty good. Dang, you know we're gonna get rid of already. We ain't said nothing. So when you mean delete one, what does delete one exactly mean? Like, I'm trying to justify. What does delete? Like, if I get rid of my cousins, they just gonna be like poof off the world, or they just won't be my cousins no more?
They just ain't gonna. They ain't gonna be your cousins no more.
Oh, well then, yeah, I'm keeping sex and
no, they're gonna be off the world.
No, you done said it now. No. You done said it. There, I'm keeping the sex and the money. The cousins, we be friends. Okay, we will be friends. Dang nappy.
I'm keeping the sex and the money too. Cousins.
I just didn't want to like kill nobody off, but since you clarified, I don't feel as bad. That's terrible.
Heathens. We're heathens.
Honey, them cousins ain't giving me what this 6 million gonna give me, okay?
This is her man. We can be friends. You know what I'm saying?
You think I'm gonna keep my cousins and not procreate without the create part?
No. I'm saying about create. Done with that creating.
Just the action of the creation. Now just ain't nobody gonna do without that.
Cousins, y'all ain't making me go.
Be dry and cobwebby. Ain't nobody got time. I give y'all $500.
Man, can you think about can you think like if you really was in the scenario and you was trying to be a good person and you keep your cousins or whatever, and then you go to the family cookout and you there broken horn.
No. I love my cousins and we don't see or talk to each other enough for me to give up $600 million. No. And I bet you $20 that they ain't gonna do they gonna do the same exact thing, okay? And they leave me in a heartbeat. Ain't fooling nobody. I give you $500.
I gave but $600 million for y'all. I'm like, bitches, you're stupid.
I'll be like, what was you thinking? And tell me where to go to get it for you. Okay.
Right.
And then we can be friends. We could be friends.
Arrivederci, sayonara, bon voyage,
Adios.
ciao. Adios.
Adios. Let me see if I got another one. This gonna be the hood version.
Yeah.
One gotta go. Paid in full. Belly. Boys in the hood. Menace to society. Which one you keeping first?
I'm definitely keeping Belly.
Belly was good. I felt like I was like light-skinned Keisha, you know. And Nazo saves herself. But the movie that impacted me the most, I loved Belly, but the movie that I can say I watched the most was Menace to Society. So that'd probably be who I would keep first. Stay okay. Don't die. Who you keeping second?
Paid in full.
Really?
No, I change it. Menace to Society.
You sure? Final answer.
Final answer. God, this is so hard. My stuff.
And my second would be Belly. So I kept Menace to Society and Belly. You kept Belly and Menace to Society. Ain't that funny how that worked out? So what's left over is Boys in the Hood and Paid in Full. And I can already tell you, Boys in the Hood would be keep. Paid in Full, bye.
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood was like a staple in the Black community. Like, especially when he did that cry.
And then every time you look at it, you be like, man, I hope Ricky make it this time.
Exactly. And Paid in Full was good. But yeah, because I love me some Wood Harris. I know he ain't, a lot of people don't think he that good looking, but I love me some Wood Harris. Especially when he was in Remember the Titans. On side, stay side, on side, whatever they were saying. Sorry, y'all. I had a moment.
Okay. Bring it
back. So we taking off Paid in Full. Honestly, I couldn't even barely tell you what Paid in Full was about.
All I know is that every week we get closer and closer to not being in the hood.
Honey, they're going to disregard us. That's all right, because we just saying what y'all thinking anyway. That's all it is. We just brave enough to say it. That's it. Don't be coming for me. Oh, you really want to get... You really want to get this? You really want to get toe off the hood? Hold on, I got you.
Oh God!
One more. All right.
Hold on.
A Different World, Martin, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or The Cosby Show.
I'm not even gonna do this. Nope.
A Different World, Martin, Cosby Show, or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That would be really hard for me. I ain't even gonna lie. So what's the first one you keeping? Silence.
The first one I'm gonna keep is going to be A Different World.
I love A Different World. I'm kind of torn between A Different World and Fresh Prince, but probably A Different World for me as well. What's the sex one you? What's the sex one? What's the second one you keeping?
Oh, Trollop. Over here thinking about sex. Martin.
Martin, I'm the man. Who is your favorite character, Martin?
Cole.
Oh, his dumb self. He was so dumb. Oh my God. Every now and then he would surprise you though. What was your favorite episode? Do you remember your favorite episode?
The one whenever they went on vacation and that big rat.
Yes. Is that the one when they do Don't You Know No Good? Or is that a different one?
That's a different one.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah. That one, and then whenever Gina killed the bird, she thought she killed the mama's bird.
My favorite one is when Martin trying to figure out who stole his stuff and he got that fake dog talking about row, 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 row. That is hilarious.
I forgot about that one. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm hot now.
And I love I said Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. It's so many good things.
Yeah.
Oh man. But so yeah, I probably would keep that's hard. Cause I love Fresh Prince too. Yeah, I'll probably keep Martin next. So who's your third?
This one is
I know.
Any, mini, money, mo.
Exactly. That's so hard because the Cosby Show, I don't know if I can do without the episode when they sung for them on was it a grandparents on anniversary?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
When they did baby.
And then when Vanessa came home drunk,
so many
just so much.
None gotta go. I changed my mind. None. Can't change your mind, can you?
All right, I'm just gonna go out there and I'm gonna say the one that has to stay is going to be Fresh Prince.
Ooh. Now let me ask you this: is your decision based on the recent? Well, it ain't recent, but the events of Cosby.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Like on the outside, I'm gonna say no, but I think internally, deep down in my pits, that's what it is.
Same, because I really love the Cosby Show. They was like one of the main first, like, to me in my time, shows that showed a positive Black family. Like both of them had good degrees, they had a little money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? They wanted me. They was one of the shows that made me want to strive to be a better family, to be a better me. So it's hard when you have that such a great image in your head of that, and then he does something dumb. And drug all these women, but that's really separate from the show. But it's so hard to separate it because he is Cosby and Cosby is him.
I know. You gotta choose one. Go ahead.
I don't want to. I did that whole speech, so I didn't have to choose one. And I've been sitting here talking about the whole time I love Fresh Prince. I think I will have to get rid of Fresh Prince. I'm gonna do the right thing. Really, I should have chose Fresh Prince and got rid of more. I don't know. I can't really get rid of none of them.
I know. I love all of them, and I can sit down and look at each and every one of them from beginning to end.
Every last one of them, and look from beginning to end because they were so good in their own ways. Like all 4 of these shows are so different, but the same at the same time.
And you know, without the Cosby Show, there wouldn't have been a different world.
This is true. See, as much as I love Fresh Prince, and I'm glad this ain't real life, I guess I have to get rid of Fresh Prince.
Thank God this ain't real.
Because in my mind, I can like envision more of the Cosby Show, especially their intros. They had a new intro every season, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
good. So good.
That was
And
so
even though
hard.
it was really hard, we would love to know which ones y'all chose. For real, for real. All right, so just to close out our segment, we gotta go do last call for alcohol.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, 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 pew. Fire, fire, water.
Double hockey sticks.
That's all I had. So for me, I went to the Duplin Winery over the weekend, and I did a wine tasting. Yes.
Did you taste the one in the mason jar?
I did not.
The one that comes in a mason jar?
They have a wine that comes in a mason jar?
Yes.
I did not. But the wine that I settled on during our testing was this Sweet Poppy. Can you see that? So it's a light red wine. It's sweet, of course, because I like sweet wines. I don't really like the dry wines. The dry wines taste like butt. But I don't, but or do I? No, I don't, but but this wine just spoke to me. Like there was so many good wines that they had us taste. I think we tasted about 9 or 10 of them. Well, I ain't gonna say so many because the first half, the dry ones was just yucky. But this one was so good. It has like a sweet hint. It has like a little bit of spice to it. So give that little pop. It's considered more of a bubbly wine. I guess I didn't realize how much I cater to bubbly wines versus the not bubbly wines. But it's so good. And it is 10.5%. If anyone cares.
I care. But the one that comes in a mason jar is really good.
I'm gonna have to find it. I don't know.
And it's like on the borderline of liquor good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have to check that out. I ain't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Saints. Chastity, Chastity, please don't tell me you sipping on vodka again. Please do not tell me.
I mean, I ain't been to the ABC store, so that's all that I get is vodka.
I'm going to have to deliver some. I did pick up the contents to make up some apple pie, so I'm going to have to make some. And you have to come over this weekend to get some.
Ooh, yes, because this right here is going to be my kid-free weekend.
Ooh.
I mean, not really. I was like, I just need some time to myself. I am tired.
I ain't tired ain't the word.
And I'm running away.
I know that's right. See, I'm going to make it tomorrow, so come over Friday. Or Saturday.
Saturday, I got to work Saturday morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to drink this and go to work the next day. So yeah. Well, shoot, if I drink it Saturday, I gotta be at church Sunday morning. What's the difference?
That ain't my fault. That's between you and the Lord.
You know what? Bye. Just bye. All right, so that's all we have for tonight's whatever segment. Thanks for tuning in.
You can catch us on everything that we are on. I don't feel like naming them all out right now, but all I'm saying is support.
We're on Facebook. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Anchor. We're on a whole bunch of other ones that we don't know about, but yeah.
Yeah, we there. And if anybody got any suggestions or anything they would like to tell us, you can hit us up at occasionallyposh@gmail.com.
Yes, and we're looking for guests who is willing to be on our podcast. So if you have an interesting story that we need to hear and to share with the world, please Facebook us or messaging. That's the same thing. Or or email us your story, or just email us your contact information. We will be in contact with you and have you on our potty, hopefully.
Yeah.
Our podcast, not potty.
I was going to say potty.
Some people say potty.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they do.
It feels a little weird. It feels like a toilet. But thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.